Week number 3 of the EU Gears Pro League Spring Quarter is upon us, and we have 2 cracking games for you to catch up on. First and foremost, though, let's jump into Rated R against Obey Alliance.
You can see the domination tick to 28 seconds. That's going to half in just a couple of seconds. And this is Rated R taking this one once again. That was another 0 to 100 play there by Rated R, realistically. It looked to be about 60 seconds away, and then all of a sudden, just like that, they're locking in a third.
Obey are going to have a chance to come off spawn here, but Rated R are waiting for them. Pains is just about going to get the cleanup on Ashens here. They will send them back to the respawn queue, and now here go Rated R, doing what Obey didn't do at the beginning of the round, and that's making a push on all these different angles. TJ is going to find the jump over onto Dragons, but can he find much else? He may have just bought his team a little bit of time. Saki's the one trying to push on through. He will be dropped by Strikers. That's another round for Rated R. So Rated R can't quite solidify it there, but if you are Obey Alliance, you need to go, and you need to go now. Only a few seconds remaining. They're not going to be able to get near. Rated R are going to walk away as winners of map number 1. 5-3 was the score. Ticking in this domination, a very long round number 1. Obey Alliance on the back foot here. J-Rage backed into a corner, finds 2. Obey Alliance can now push out towards C and extend this round further. It was looking like a Rated R win there, Fruit.
Yep, and J-Rage is actually, he's putting the team on his back with this play. He's managed to get 2 down on his home. He'll manage to get a couple more in this juice room, and now Obey, they've got a few seconds to make the push across here. They've got 2 hills. They're going to get the decap. Breaker gets that kill there on Strikers as well, and this might be it if they can get a couple more kills down at the C hill. Slays in his best, trying to do this 2v1. Isn't going to get it there. There's no one at the B hill, no one at the C hill. And Obey flip it just like that.
Holding down to a 2-cap, rotating around well. All of a sudden, you get 4 men down and you've lost the round. You cannot switch up for a second, especially against the team like Rated R. Saki, this time around, is going to get the better of Pains, though. He's the only one really to answer, though, from Obey Alliance. He's going to go down. Breaker trying to recover him. Going to go down himself. This Lancer Fire coming in from Rated R is so solid. Obey Alliance, can they get anywhere near here? Not quite in time. TJ killing J-Rage on the way in. Not ideal.
Nope,
His stats were all inflated through, that's what it was. Anyway, it's a 5-man hit over towards the drop shot, so expect absolute carnage towards the cinema. Breaker is going to be the first one to go down. The drop shot now in Dragon's hands, where he can start to play with it. There's 2. J-Rage and Ashens going down. Pains finds the 3rd. This one looked like it could be ever so close. Obey Alliance arguably could have been up in this one.
They could have.
It's over. It's surely over. Saki is nowhere to be seen here. There's the elimination coming on through. 5-1 Rated R, a disappointing map out of Obey Alliance in the end, and that is a very, very quick district to kill this one. 5-1, 2-0, Rated R get it done.
Another disappointing week for Obey, but another fantastic week for Rated R. They get it done in 2 against Obey, but right now this is the game that everyone was looking forward to this week. Regal Reserve taking on Elevate.
In a horrible spot. He will drop, but he will be picked up. The rest of the team in no man's land 2. The damage is done. Hydra just try and create pressure here, and the fact that he doesn't push forward, I love that from him. Sometimes you'll see players, they'll get on the flank, and then they'll go aggressively behind players to try and find something. But he goes, gets a couple of bullets in, backs on down. Regal Reserve now have to think about where he is. They have to chase him down. They don't know exactly where Hydron is, don't know where he's playing. That's why he finds 1 kill. May well find a second on the Cougars as well. It's phenomenal from Hydron. A and B is what they are now looking towards. And that's all the flank play coming out of Hydron. The map is completely locked down in Elevate's favor. Jack is the only one here to potentially answer the question, but Hydron just keeps on rolling forward. He might find another. He will find another. That's a sensational round out of Hydron.
And you got a question there. Why is Cougars even spawning up?
We'll go with reaction and Jack.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough.
That's the best way to do it. That's the best way to do it. But once again, the flash comes through, and that's what leads the charge for both these teams. Regal Reserve are now the ones in control, though. They will not be able to get a hold of the B's. Phelpsy pushes on through, finds a second. Oh my word, Phelpsy, that is despicably good. Oh, he finds a 4th as well. That's incredible out of Phelpsy. 4 members of Regal Reserve approach him, and 4 members of Regal Reserve are sent back to the respawn queue. There's one for the highlight reel, making my job easy through the week. Phelpsy, that is sensational. 2 huge players out of Elevate. Win them 2 rounds off the bounce. Physics is the only one close to it. Of course, with 1 respawn himself as well. So if you're Regal, you send this to around number 9. You're arguably in the better spot, although there still will be a couple of respawns available for these players when we do get back to it, as more players start to fall. This is a Regal reserve round. This is one is done and dusted, essentially. I know I sometimes do call them early, but I would like to see Elevate try and come back from this. Regal up will send us to a round number 9. We promised a good game. We have it.
And they're just point after point after point, 200 to 150 now. The decap's going to come in on D. That's big. That forces Elevate to move back here, but still 40 seconds to go for. Still, they're going to have to try and play for this decap on the FL, on the on the D hill as well. And Elevate look like they've locked it in.
Jack trying to land the snipe. I don't think it's going to matter too much. The domination about to tick on through. Oh, it doesn't. Not quite. Regal survive. But is it going to matter? Fractures drops as well towards E. It will not matter. Elevate will get it done in round number 9. B site, there was one. He's dead already though. Crims is defending B. This will be enough for Elevate to tie this one up. Unless Zokos can get there in 5 seconds. Nope. Crimson's ready and waiting. That will be 2-2 at the half. Jack reaction on 0 respawns here as well. This is a bad spot if you're Regal. You stare him down the barrel of a 2-0 defeat here. Has to be said, Elevate seem to have found another gear. They're the only ones getting points on the board right now. Jack gone out of the rest of this round, which will only last 5 more seconds, incidentally. But there you go. Elevate, match point. 42 up now. They're pushing from all angles here, though. 10 seconds to go. A big flash, a big push is what's needed. Jack needs to go. He's the one that's lingering around behind. Is he enough there for the decap? Surely not.
Oh,
there
not
it
like
is.
This.
The decap is in. Cog team will win in 10 seconds. Regal, can they get it back in time? They're already over towards F as well. He is being decapped. This one is a Regal reserve round. Yes, it is, eventually. With the bolt shot, it's going to drop 2 players, but it's not quite enough to clean them up. Phelpsy, keep an eye on him. He will have a hold of that incend. Jack, I tell you what, Jack wasn't the only one that was in danger. Physics and fractures are gone as well. I hadn't even noticed. It's a 3v5 now. Regal reserve are falling apart.
They are indeed. If they can find a kill or 2, they might be all right, but they've really got to go clutch mode here. E-Hill is in defense here. You can see Cougars, he's got one actually. Might be able to get the second. No. Crazed, too experienced to let that one happen. That's another kill going down, and this should be about it. This should be an elimination victory for Elevate here as they lock in Vazgar 5-3. They win the series 2-0. What a performance by Elevate. Fantastic series.
So after 3 weeks of play of the EU Gears Pro League, this is how things look. Rated R sit at the top, undefeated so far, looking very good for that first place spot heading into the online major. Elevate in close second after their win over Regal Reserve, but still Obey Alliance sit at the bottom. We're going to need to see some more from them. You can catch the EU Gears Pro League live every single Monday at 6 PM BST at egl.tv/live.